Life can throw you curveballs, can it? Sometimes when you're down on your luck, a little bit of kindness can change everything. This is the story of Emily, a waitress at a small diner just off Route 66, and a gesture that mysterious echoed far beyond the walls of that dusty old eatery. Emily worked tiredly, her days filled with the clatter of plates and the sizzle of bacon. She wasn't living the high life, barely scraping by, but she had a gentle heart of gold, always willing to lend a hand, even when she barely had 2 nickels to rub together. One afternoon, a group of bikers pulled up to the diner. Not just any bikers. These were Hell's Angels. Big guys, leather jackets, the whole 9 yards. They had that look, the kind that makes most folks fear the street. Jake, the apparent leader, a man known as Bear because, well, he was built like one, walked in first. The others followed, filling the diner with the rumble of their bikes and an air of aggressive intensity. They settled into a few booths, their presence immediately changing the atmosphere. Some of the other customers seemed nervous, shifting in their seats. Emily, though, she just saw hungry people. She walked over, a gentle smile on her face. "Welcome to the diner, fellas. What can I get for you?" Her voice was steady, unfazed by their intimidating appearance. They ordered burgers, fries, coffee, the usual diner fare. Bear ordered a double cheeseburger with everything on it and a side of onion rings. While they waited, Emily noticed that Jake seemed nervous. He wasn't joking around with the others, and he kept glancing out the window. When she brought their food, she saw it. His wallet was lying open on the seat next to him, empty. His face was etched with worry, but he was trying to hide it, really trying. Now, Emily wasn't rich, not by a long shot, but she knew what it was like to be down to your last dollar. Gentle, without a second thought, she quietly slipped him a $20 bill when she handed him his coffee. Just a small gesture, a gentle, silent understanding. He looked up at her, surprised. "Ma'am, I can't." Nervous. Emily just smiled. "Pay it forward, hun. Someone did it for me once. Consider it a little good karma." She winked, then hurried off to tend to the other customers. The bikers finished their meal, paid what they could, and left. Jake lingered for a moment, giving Emily a look that spoke volumes. It wasn't just gratitude, it was something deeper. Respect, maybe? Life went on. Emily continued to work at the diner, serving up smiles and greasy spoon goodness. She almost forgot about the Hell's Angels. Almost. Then, 1 week later, everything changed. Emily was working the lunch rush when she heard it, a distant rumble, growing louder and louder. She glanced out the window and froze. Coming down Route 66, stretching as far as the eye could see, was a surprised parade of motorcycles, gleaming chrome, roaring engines, and at the front, Jake Bear and what looked like the entire Hell's Angels motorcycle club. Over 100 bikes pulling up to her diner. It was a tired summer day, the kind that makes the asphalt shimmer on Route 66. Emily was stranded at a roadside gas station on Route 66, her beat-up Ford Mustang coughing its last breaths. Her phone was dead, and hope was fading faster than the setting sun. She was desperate, flat broke, down to her last $20. She'd been driving cross-country, hoping a dream that now felt a million miles away. A dream of making it big in Hollywood, a dream that was quickly turning into a desperate nightmare. Jake, a weathered mechanic with grease-stained hands and a gentle smile, did what he could. He tinkered, he adjusted, he even offered her a lukewarm soda from the ancient vending machine. But the Mustang was stubborn, dead. Emily, defeated, slumped against the hood. Her eyes welled up. $20 wouldn't even get her a bus ticket to the next town, let alone back home. Just then, a mysterious rumble, a low, guttural roar echoed down the highway. A dozen motorcycles, chrome gleaming, engines thundering, pulled into the gas station. The Hells Angels! Their leader, a mountain of a man named Big Joe, with a beard like a tangled fishing net and eyes that could cut steel, dismounted. He surveyed the scene, his gaze lingering on Emily's despair. Now, most folks would have crossed the street, maybe even locked their car doors at the sight of the Hells Angels. But not Emily. She'd grown up in a tough neighborhood. She knew that sometimes the roughest exteriors hid the biggest hearts. Big Joe approached her, his boots crunching on the gravel. "Trouble, sweetheart?" he rumbled, his voice surprisingly gentle. Emily swallowed hard. "My car's dead, and so is my bank account," she managed. Big Joe nodded, then turned to Jake. "How much to fix it?" Jake shrugged. "Parts are gonna cost at least $50, and I ain't got 'em here." Big Joe peeled off a $100 bill, handing it to Jake. "Get the parts, fix the car." Emily was stunned. I can't accept that," she stammered. Big Joe's eyes narrowed. "Confident, we take care of our own. You're stranded, that makes you one of us, for now." Jake worked energetically, fueled by coffee and Big Joe's watchful gaze. The other angels, surprisingly, helped where they could. One even offered Emily a lukewarm beer, which she politely declined. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, the Mustang sputtered, coughed, and, excited, roared to life. Emily was overcome with gratitude. I don't know how to thank you." Big Joe just grinned, a flash of gold teeth. "Hopeful. Pay it forward, sweetheart. That's all we ask." Before Emily could say another word, the angels were mounting their bikes. Big Joe gave a nod, and with another thunderous roar, they vanished into the twilight. Emily, tears streaming down her face, watched them disappear. She knew, in that moment, that her Hollywood dream, while still uncertain, felt a little brighter, a little more possible. She drove into the night, her Mustang humming, her heart full. The roadside gas station on Route 66, the Hells Angels, Big Joe's surprised kindness. It was a story she'd tell for the rest of her life, a modern-day folktale, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope and kindness can come from the most surprised, unexpected places. And somewhere out on the open road, Big Joe and his brothers rode on, protectors of the lost, champions of the downtrodden. The Hells Angels, more than just a motorcycle club, they were guardians of a code, a serious, silent promise to lend a hand to those in need. They were the Hells Angels, and tonight, they were Emily's angels.